Welcome back to my channel, guys. It's time for another anime first impression. This is about an angel. Well, not really. Living next door. Welcome back to my channel, guys. I have quite a bit of stuff to give first impressions on today, so I'm just trying to get all these videos over. This is gonna be on the angel next door spoils me rotten, and I want to say I had the light novel or the manga. I know I have the manga for this one actually, and I never reviewed it. It's in one of my piles here. You can't really see them, but one of my piles here of stuff that I should review or will review in the future. Um, and I just never got to it because life. So I'm glad that I watched the first episode. It's actually very, very cute of an anime. And if you're looking into kind of eventually romance, this is probably the one you want to go for. So before anything, guys, if you haven't done so by now, make sure you subscribe to my channel. Give some love by commenting, liking, and sharing. But also, just following me on my journey of first impression videos. I have quite a bit of them already released, so you guys can go check those out. You can just find them in my channel, or you guys can wait and see what's next because I know some of you guys have already been watching these videos back to back. So, um, other than that, guys, follow me on social media and Discord and all that. So that would be highly appreciated. Okay, so again, The Angel Next Door spoils me rotten. This, I believe, released yesterday, time of recording, so that's Saturday on Crunchyroll. There's only one episode out, um, and uh, it's a unique romance story. I would say above all, it's romance. I don't know if you would consider it comedy, but you could maybe consider it comedy. The whole synopsis of it, or the first episode, essentially, we have this boy who is living alone in his apartment. He's walking outside for what reason? I'm not really sure why, but he finds this beautiful girl sitting in the park in a swing where it's raining and she's getting wet, and he basically offers her um, an umbrella, and in this umbrella, basically it causes them issues becomes an issue for him because he gets sick and the next day he's not feeling so well. So we meet basically a friend of his who basically is mocking him because he doesn't have a girlfriend or he lives alone, no parents to take care of him. And the girl shows up and essentially the guys have this conversation how everyone sees her as an angel, and they explain how she's the best in her grades. She is um, head of sports. She's head of everything basically in the school. But at the same time, she's modest. She's nice. She helps people. She's there to tutor people, and she doesn't seem to be like I guess hoeing around. So I guess that's the best way to put it. Anyways, day finishes. He goes home. He's falling apart because he's sick, and the girl ends up being his next door neighbor, and she's like, I'm gonna help you. And they open the door, and the guy has a messy house, like messy as they can be. And she's like, okay, I'll be right back. And she basically comes back and feeds him food, and you know makes his fever go away. And she's there even when he's sleeping, and he's like, why are you doing this? And she tells him, I was bringing you back the umbrella, but also noticed that you were sick. Figured that it was because it was me, um, when you decided to get wet instead of letting me be in the park. So they start this relationship. The next day, she basically notices that he's eating only a yogurt, what it seems, for dinner. So she starts bringing him dinner almost every day. And then comes one day, she finally gives up and says, I really want to clean your house because it's a mess. So she does. Well, actually, I think he starts cleaning it, and then she looks at him and is like, "You're doing it wrong." So they clean it together, and then he offers her basically to have pizza together. And we find out that she comes from a wealthy family, has never had pizza before, at least not to go, and she's living also by herself for whatever reason. She kind of always gets sad when her parents are mentioned. So we don't know the full story there, but they finally have a meal together, and that's basically the beginning of their relationship, and that's in a nutshell how the episode goes and ends. So it's very cute, very cute. I actually um enjoyed the back and forth of her bringing meals and taking care of him, and him really like being like, this is gonna look like, do you like me? And she's like, well, do you think that? And like, no. And like, well, then there's no problem. Like, they're very much trying to keep it as a friendship, but it's not gonna end up as a friendship. And I don't know, it's cute. I feel like she is intentionally doing this for other reasons, and I just want to dissect a little bit because I know people are like this. I myself have been in a stage where I was like this, and it's it's sometimes when you're alone, and it really is. I lived alone for about 2 years, and I would go to people's places, or stuff like that, and I would want to cook for them. I want to do stuff, but I invite people to my house, and it's just I want to be the best host that I could be, and it's almost like, because you're alone and because you do so many things for yourself but not really for others, you start wanting to be needed by someone. Now, at the time, I was already engaged, so it's not that I was going to be living alone forever. I knew there was a point where I was going to be with someone, but you still want to be, I mean, you felt needed, I guess. My fiance lived four hours away from where I was living, so we weren't together at the time yet. We weren't even close enough. So even if she needed something from me, it was very, very difficult for me to be there unless it was like an emotional thing, something like that. I would like get in my car and drive and immediately be there for her. But everyday stuff, I understand that maybe she has grown very lonely. Maybe her parents have abandoned her. Maybe she has no one, and she feels like she has no one in her life, and she's gotten to a point where she wants to be needed, and this is why she helps people in school. This is why she wants to help him. Um, or the other side of the psychological coin, it could be that she wants to correct what's wrong because she feels that what is right in this world has to be a certain way, and if it's not, then chaos can commence. And I know a lot of people like that as well, but I don't think that's her character. Because it doesn't seem like that's her character, where she's like, "Well, I gotta fix you because if not, you're gonna mess up my world." So I doubt that's the way she's going, but we'll see. Anyways, guys, that is it. That is my first impressions on that anime. I personally really love it. It's actually, um, gosh, the romance in this season are really good. So I don't know. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I was gonna choose one to react to, but man, all these romance are really good. So let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Thank you guys so much for love and support. If you haven't done so by now, make sure you subscribe to my channel. Give some love by commenting, liking, and sharing. And I'll see you guys next time. Like always, don't be strangers. See you guys.